Hi guys, I'm gonna be showing you guys how I draw for our 200 sub special. Oh my gosh, it's so much. That's so crazy. Anyway, so first off, we're gonna start with the head. You can draw it any way you want. It could be a circle if you want it to be, but just draw the head, and then we're gonna start with the torso. The torso is gonna be like a little segment piece, and it could be like a little square if you want it to be, but I put like a little arch in the middle. And then for the waist, you're gonna make a little Lego piece, kind of like a little soda can, if that makes sense, underneath the chest piece. And then for the hips, you're gonna make a square pizza shape, but at the top it's more round. It looked like a pelvic piece, but I didn't do that. And then for the legs, you're gonna make a cylinder. For the legs, you're gonna be making a staff piece, like the end of a staff. For the feet, you're gonna make a little square connecting to the legs, and then add an arch and then a toe. It can be on the tippy toes or flat. Shoulder, it's gonna be flat, and then you're gonna make another cylinder and another staff shape for the end of the arm. The hands, I usually start with a square and then add the fingers on, and then we're gonna put that on both sides. Then add ears. You can even have little elf ears if you want. For the breast, you're not gonna make them circles because that's not realistic. You're gonna want to draw them as teardrops on top of the chest piece, like on screen. If they're smaller than average, they're not going to be touching at the top, so you're not going to draw that little arch thing in above the neck piece. And then after you're done with the anatomy, you erase all the guidelines. You can imagine, if you want her to have a belly, you can imagine how that's gonna look and how big it's gonna be. For the hair, you can start with a new color if you'd like. When I draw hair, I don't really think about it. I think about a little bit on how it's gonna be behind it, and you're just gonna flick your wrist and not really think about it if you want really wavy hair. After you're done with all the drawings, you can add a ponytail or bun or whatever. Do that for the bangs too. You can go in with another color for the clothes if you'd want. And you're gonna draw them on the body, if they were tight or not, or just perfectly fitting. For example, if a shirt's tucked in, it's gonna have wrinkles at the bottom. The shoes, I usually go with Converse, and I draw the tongue first and then the actual shoe part and the little bottom part. It can be a heeled Converse or just a regular Converse. For the socks, you can have them any length you want, and they can be like an arch or like a backwards arch. For the nose, you're gonna want to draw, like if you're gonna put a band-aid over the nose or not, you're gonna want to draw the nostrils first, and then you can add a bridge if you want, and then you add the band-aid. The eyes are just a half circle with some parts missing. You can add exaggerated lashes if you want. And the eyebrows can be any shape you want. I'm going to ink this off camera and be right back. I'm going to show you two different skin tones, a darker skin tone and a lighter skin tone. Pick your desired skin tone and fill it in where the skin is showing. After you've filled in the skin tone, you're going to grab the layer and turn it into Alpha Lock. And then you're going to grab a blush color and start blushing the nose, cheeks, and upper eye, and ears. If the knees were showing, you would blush the knees too. After blushing, you're going to grab a darker skin tone or a more orangey tint if you want. You're going to shade in every part that's higher off the face. And you can add the lips if you'd like. Grab your desired color for the eyes and color in the eyes. You're going to grab a lighter color and start adding highlights to each eye. Then the closest you can get to a color without being the exact color and start defining the highlights. Then add a darker shading at the top of the eyes. Then add white by the highlights. Then you're going to grab a hair color. Then you're going to add a lighter color of your hair color and start just adding lines. And grab a darker color for the shading. Then you're going to smudge the hair until you're happy with the way it looks. Then grab a new layer and start adding the shirt color. Then another layer, add the accessories and the rest of the outfit. And also the shoes. Shade the obvious parts of shading, like underneath and tucked in areas, on all parts of the outfit. Then go to the lining area and start thinning out and adding more texture to the lining. And then add a background. And you're done. Thank you for watching.